from the Quranic perception. That's why Allah has given the prescription. On the one hand, prescription, kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrajat linnas. On the other hand, wa'atasamu bihablillah jami'an wala tafarraqu. Whatever that we are having a lot of differences in the name of, same way in the name of geography, in the name of school of thought, masalik, in the name of so many different things. So that has to be removed urgently, immediately, so that we should fulfill the task of restoring the human vulnerability of humanity or dignity of humanity by having a concept of properly propagating in a very scientific manner all the requirements from the concept point of view are available. We must keep in our mind, it is the concept who rules the world. Today, whole world is lack of a proper concept, and the Quran has given the full concept about this honorability of humanity. So this Ramadan, if we the people who are having a good thinking, who are having the proper understanding of the Quran, proper understanding of Sunnah or our tradition, they must think of properly how we have to restore the values of humanity, the values of Quran which has given, the values of all kind of things which will be helping to the human being at large. The whole world is lacking from that concept of point. Most of the concept, even some of the people are talking about, but they are having only available material viewpoint. We are having the material as well as a spiritual aspect. And that is spiritual and material. With the justice and equality, brotherhood and fraternity, we can propagate all over the world as a part of agenda, of the human being, as a part of the torch bearer of the Walaqad Karramna Bani Adam, what torch bearer for the khayra ummatin ukhrajat linnas. That will be very helpful. I cannot proceed more because I have a little problem with the throat to speak more. So I hope that others will follow properly. Inshallah. Jazakallah khairan.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. It's a pleasure, great pleasure to be here with you all this August gathering over here to share my views. And what a nice start given by my chairman, Dr. Mohammad Manzoor. In fact, in a very short span, he has provided the basic, the conceptual, and the most clear line where we think and we should think about. And the thing which he picked up, and I was also thinking yesterday, the very declaration of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I have dignified the children of Adam. That very message confirms the unity, the concept of unity, the concept of justice, the concept of equity, and being Muslim, as rightly said by Dr. Manzoor Alam, that we need to strive for that, endure for that. As you all know that the situation globally is very bad, we are going through a very bad patch. And particularly this part of it, in my country, the situation is quite bad. We may call it a bad management. We may call it by any name, the bad assessment, bad governance, whatever you may call it. But one thing is sure, to which Dr. Manzoor has rightly pointed that we are looking all around here that somewhere the dignity of human being is being compromised very, very badly. And I think this is an opportunity for us that Allah has given this blessed month of Ramadan to submit ourselves, to beg for His mercy, to ask the well-being of the humanity, and do whatever we can to help the suffering human being in this part of the world. We at the Institute very regularly discuss about these calamities and human problems and the social discrimination to which Dr. Manzoor has pointed rightly that. Yes, unfortunately, we can see that there is a discrimination based on the color, the caste, the religion, the language, all of it. And despite that, I think the beauty of this country is that we live in a society which has many more religions, many more languages, many more cultures. And being Muslim, we feel proud to live in this society where we are the torchbearers of the unity of humanity, unity of human beings. So, because not only for Ramadan, it is that doctrine which is embedded in us, in every Muslim, and that comes out. And you can see last year when we went through this pandemic and we have brothers going all around and making no distinction and going all around, risking themselves, providing the relief, the help required. And now this also, the ongoing second wave, you call it. And we have many brothers, the NGOs organization, they are fasting, who are without shelter. And in this Ramadan, there are people going without suhoor. There are people going without Iftar also. We have to look for that. And we at the Institute very often talk about that, and we do work also. Wherever we are also spread in this huge country in different states. But we have a very strong AWUN, our leader, my mentor, of course, Dr. Mohammad Manzoor, he guides it, and we do it. And we try to do it. We are doing it all over in India, in different parts of the country. And this is really very critical situation. And with that, I request all of you to pray for us. And I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, have mercy on us. Please have mercy on us. Thank you very much. Sure. Thank you. Yeah, of course, as I say, we plan and program and we get inputs from different parts that what is required. And particularly Delhi is a very critical place now, being the capital of the country. And Delhi is a really very critical, in a really very critical stage. So we need the support on oxygen, we need support on the vaccine, we need support on the medicine, and we need, the thing is that the beds are required. We don't have enough beds in the hospitals, they are running out of that. And in different part of the country, they are creating this thing, the COVID centers like that, makeshift centers, that kind of, we can do it on the grounds, open grounds, in the schools or in the mosques, they are doing it. And we have some plans on that. We need, of course, support. We need support, definitely. At this time, what we can do, we have people, we have expertise, we have talents, we have volunteers to work on that. The problem is that to create the facility, and you need the resource, and we are running for that also, of course. And if anything comes out of that, and Institute and we of course have Town Trust, both are working closely, and we have definite programs like whether to go for any new COVID center where we can accommodate In Mohammads, where we have concentration of people and we don't have enough facilities, government facilities, or even private. Private is unthinkable. Private is unthinkable. For the poor, we need to provide a free medical facility, free medicine to them. And that is very, very important at this time. And Delhi is really in a bad shape. And if you can do something immediately for Delhi, that will be something very, very good. Inshallah. Okay, I will take up because he has some difficulty in talking.
Yeah.
Town Trust is one of the very prominent NGO and a long record of working in the field of providing relief, aids, be it in the floods, particularly you might have heard about the floods in the northeastern area, like in Assam, in Bihar, in Uttar Pradesh also. In these areas, very critical areas during the rainy times. And the villages get just drawn away due to these floods and all that. So you need to provide first and the foremost is the clothes, the medical support, and later on, when it recedes, we went in building some small houses and all that kind of things there, and as and where it is required and in whatever capacity we can do. It's a huge, massive work. Every time, every rainy season, you will hear that part of area, Assam, West Bengal, Bihar, it is under the flood. That is. Then you have the natural calamity, like we have had this pandemic, kind of pandemic in Gujarat a few years ago. Then we have some other things, earthquakes and all that things. And it is I'm sad to say that we have witnessed many more communal rights where everything is destroyed, burnt and all that thing. So Town Trust takes a step and a position there to go to the people, have a look at it, assess the damage, provide whatever required, and as per the requirement, it is always there in the forefront. Provide the assistance to the people, the medical assistant or whatever it is required, the clothes, the food, everything. And this way, and Town Trust has got permission also for accept the foreign donation, because all NGOs are not having a permission to accept foreign donation. So this is the NGO which can accept foreign donations. So, and certainly we would love to have some helping hand from anybody who want to come forward, because this challenge is a very great challenge now. And this is not going to go so easily. We need to go for creating some COVID centers and bringing in people, keeping them there, taking their care till they get well, provide them with support, medical support, ventilators or oxygen, whatever it is required. Not only to them, there are people who are coming, one single patient is coming in the hospital, but the entire family leaves behind without any support. We have to look for that also. To give them a support, a food requirement, their food requirement, whatever it is required. So it is a holistic, this thing, And I would like to appeal specifically through your this thing, as you said, and thanks for that. Please, if you can, in this blessed month of Ramadan, 70-fold or many-fold, whatever, you will get this thing, reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To predict about it, it depends upon whether you have a will to fight it or not. That is the key to that. And it is a collective this thing and effort. Not only the government, but the people also. But it starts with the government. It starts with those people who execute the plan, who implement the plan. And something wrong went over there. The assessment went wrong. And I think those who are supposed to learn something from the past experience, they fail to do that. And we have all sorts of comments now thrown at those people who are supposed to govern this situation. So it is the failure of the governments. I don't know whether it is deliberate or otherwise, but the thing is that, yes, they failed miserably, and they failed the humanity. I did not want to come on to that because it's very, very painful, because we can feel it. For what reason the humans to suffer? For what? It's not their fault at all. Whose fault is that? Those responsible, I don't know whether accountable to the law or not, but they are accountable to the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Certainly, we believe in that. But as rightly Dr. Manzoor pointed out that this is the command to us, to the Muslims, to work for the humanity without any discrimination, to work for the dignity of the human being, to resurrect the dignity, I would like to use the word, which is greatly damaged and compromised. Well, it's very painful to see this on the road, people, now the dead bodies lying there for 12 hours, waiting for a burial or for to be born. It's a joke. It's a joke with the humanity, a cruel joke. And the time will show us, of course, definitely, the time will treat them the way they treated the humanity. That is what I can say. But as if now, it's a responsibility for every human being to work towards the humanity. The unity of human being, the unity of Ummah, the concept is not confined to Muslim Ummah. It is the unity of the entire humanity, because it's the same creation coming from Adam to date. And really, as rightly said by Dr. Manzoor, my chairman, that please pray for us. Please pray for us also, and those brothers who are going out for the relief work, to help the people, to help those who are sick, and they are in real danger. Please pray for them. And pray for everybody so that Allah help us to eliminate this pandemic from the face of the earth. Thank you very much.
Inshallah, this is as I said, it is a big challenge for the humanity at large. So we have to resolve all these issues and problems which we are facing. Allah has also said, never be disappointed, because Allah is a Rahman ar-Rahim. So naturally He is helping. It is a test of the time for the humanity, as on the one hand, for the Muslim especially, that whether they are carrying this kind of crisis in a cool mind, approaching to Allah and trying to help, to seek help from Allah. Inshallah, we will be in a position to, by the grace of Almighty Allah, will be able to resolve these problems, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan.